So people, have you been watching Lovecraft? You know, we reviewed Lovecraft a couple of episodes back, right? But Lovecraft, that is not the best show on television. So episode 1 was good. You got a new look at bloodsuckers.
Yeah.
Episode 2 was, it was like if it was a sophomore film, like it was not a sophomore film, but if it was like a sophomore attempt in the movie theater, it was like but episode 3, right?
It was kind of deep. In a way.
It's called Holy Ghost, right?
Yeah.
Dope as all out.
Yeah.
Must watch.
Yeah.
The house, the ghost, the races, and the comeuppance, right?
Yeah.
Episode 4 is coming on tonight. We're gonna be glued in front of the television set.
Yeah.
A history of violence. That episode is called, right?
Yeah.
And what do you have to say about that episode, Holy Ghost?
Man.
You learn something about the protagonist.
Right.
You learn that and that's what men need to learn, that just because a woman dances on the dance floor doesn't mean that she's one that has had experience. And that's what we'll say, right? So go ahead.
You know what? I can't think of it now because I have it written down in this, not with me now, but it made me think of, I was trying to type in the title of the book without having it sleep. It made me think of the experiments, that were done on black people, because there's an actual book, and I can't think of the title of the book. And in this book, it gives you the history of the black people's relationship with the medical industry. And so when I saw this episode, and I was wondering, I said, I wonder how many people are watching this episode and they think it's just like fiction. But little do they know that they did a lot of grotesque experiments with black people.
Black children.
Men, women, and children,
That's
right? So when they show, if you haven't seen it, you'll see it. But those that have seen it, and they talk about the doctor, in this episode, who did these experiments, and you see how they took black people's body parts and all of this crazy stuff, and that's why I said it was a deep episode, because then, and then you'll see in this episode how she did call on her
better angels, what you say?
Yeah, or are they like her still ancestors?
Yeah, you'll see that. That's how we'll leave it.